Ready? Wonderful. I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the way. 6 months at Sisika Penitentiary, awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend. You still seem strong, though. I mean, doesn't look like breaking all those rocks have left you entirely broken, in body or in spirit. I hope I am right about that. Rounding you folks up, and those sham trials, they were a disgrace. Made a mockery of the rule of law. Still can't quite believe they got away with it. There's others convicted when you were. Came out breathing fire. Maybe you're like that too. Guess we'll see. Or maybe you just want to put it all behind you, forget you were in there at all. That would be fine, of course, but you will listen to my mistress first. She spent a good sum getting you folks out. You owe her an audience, at least. You've been away for a while, so we'll help you get set up in the world. And if you want to accept our offer, you can. That's more than reasonable. And freedom out on the range can wait a few moments longer, can't it? Good. As soon as we're done, you can find your old posse. Or try and start a new one. You'll have money in your pocket to go to the store with. And there'll be chances to make more, if that's what you're after. And chances to raise hell, too, if you feel you're in the need of them. Okay. We haven't got far to go now. You're just up here. There's the camp. Get your horse. Tie it here. This way. She's anxious to meet you. Madam, we're back.
Hello. Jessica Leclerc, how do you do? What did you tell him?
Nothing, as we discussed.
Thank you, Horley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them. I can't be sure, but that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. Leclerc a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Horley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little refreshment.
Certainly, madam. This way. You'll find a change of clothes in there, alongside a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern, I believe.
everything lined up right here in the background. Go to the gun shop. That's how I changed mine. Hold on, let me back up. Now I can hurry up and get up there quicker than the other. That was a fail.
That
I
looks
got
more
you in the group
comfortable.
picture
Hawley,
right
Here,
here.
madam.
you're very good health. I suppose it beats dying, hmm?
Mrs. Leclerc's husband was
Come on.
murdered.
Can we
One of his
use that in
business
the background?
partners.
Come on.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I
It'll be
intend for you to find out.
fun. I'm not gonna
And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices,
Jordan.
you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun,
Nick,
firing
that'd be funny
different
picture.
bullets
Just
to those
take one
you
like
possessed
that.
when you
But
were
I'm not gonna
arrested.
use it.
These bullets. This was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty. Anyway, here they are, the people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator, and crook. Mr. Amos Lansing, ranch owner, speculator, and crook. Mrs. Grace Lansing,
It's okay,
his
Juice.
wife, society patroness, lover of the arts, crook, and my former best friend, Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted man, and still in contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. Leclerc would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever your work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each other.
I hope we do.
Good. I look forward to rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce him to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk. Cripps! Get up!
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh, pleased to meet you, partner. J.B. Cripps at your service.
We'll pay to get your camp established. Mrs. Leclerc is a generous benefactor.
And, where are we headed?
Oh, sir. While Cripps is establishing your camp, perhaps you can go to the station and see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief and not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Good luck. sooner you do it, the sooner we'll leave you to your own devices.
Hello. You must be Harley's friend. He's one of us. He said you also were a discouraged man. I'm very discouraged. Disappointed Alden, that's me. Anyway, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I find your reticence charming. Real charming. By the way, I heard you might want to earn a little money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you. They're up in Cumberland Forest. See what you can do, okay? Here, by the way, a catalog. The latest issue. Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if all works out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged. We will all help a fellow sufferer with pertinent information. Good afternoon, sir.
Not like he's in it.
Are y'all in war or something right now?
No.
Okay.
I just got some of that. Name's called
Oh, that asshole. Yeah, I know Travis. I mean, no. I know Viper's Travis, I know.
So, what do you call names? He gets.
Well, you should have become
I know. That's what's it.
Like if I have to, I got it.
Let them play it. I wish I'm saying what it was.
Guess what?
Ew, that is weird. They're making their music in the same.
You can play. You play, Daddy. You play, Daddy.
But now you decide to come back. Let me guess an excuse. Alright then.
What?
Give that a minute.
Anyway, dude, I was about to ask. He was only up on me. This is why. Shit like this happens.
Yeah, because somebody dies and I can handle getting killed.
Yep. I don't even care though. I mean, if I got killed, I don't even care. I just go if I kill back and
Viper was just trying to kill me.
what? That's nasty.
Yeah, I can't find his Instagram. It's H__slow, right?
I'll screenshot it.
Yeah, screenshot it and then send it to me. And I'll show you what I do.
Post anything on the patch chat, just do like new stuff. Post your patch rips on your person.
What do you mean?
Oh, like on the crew page, I can make it like people friendly and somebody.
Okay, so I didn't put any patches. I just put those in the alleyway. And
Yeah,
that urgent. I know, I'm not gonna post that, but I just want to make it I would think that is dumb. And
What's left over?
Thank you, Travis. Here we go again, man.
why he's salty.
Yes, he is. He said he's something.
Tell him stop him first. Calm
I
down.
did. He said, apparently he said he don't care to be killed out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just wanted to get news killed. You understand that?
What are you talking about?
You know, he said he was killed. Just not nobody else.
Yeah, they're not trying to step at me. Like, you were only up because of the camera.
And this is why you don't know where stuff.
And literally, if you're gonna pull a tank, you might as well just fucking come out play with a fucking tank.
Okay, well, I'm hopping on GTA.
Was it that nice tank?
I'm like the only one playing GTA right now.